The Ohio Sheep Improvement Association, along with the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program, present the 2017 Charles Boyles Master Shepherd Award.
It's given to those who contribute to the industry, not only from the leadership side, but also major contributions as shepherds or as master shepherds to the Ohio sheep industry. And when you think of a family like the Kin brothers, they're just really synonymous with this award.
Been way back, we're about the third generation here, I think. General livestock farm, shorthorn cattle and pole China hogs. Started in the Cordales in about 1944.
Probably from the time I was big enough to walk. You know, we were always involved with the sheep industry, and then when we were in 4-H, we had the Cordales, and Dad got us started in the Suffolks at that time too, and one time we had 80 Suffolk ewes too.
Just like Jim, we both started off at a very young age. As soon as I can remember, my first job was to haul water in water buckets to the stud rams when I was big enough to carry them. So that's where we kind of got started, and from there on just worked our way in and became members of the sheep business.
As we know, in sheep operations or in sheep farms, everybody has to work together, and we really feel like this is a family that works well together and does a lot of things together, and a sheep is one way that they've come together as a family over the years.
I think when the boys got involved, they got a little more aggressive in showing and breeding and selling, and they've had state fair champions, they've had national sale champions, and they've really done very well over the last 30 years, in part because of Jim and Phil working with Al.
Kind of the cool thing about the Kin family is it's progressed from, you know, Al back in the days to Phil and Jim, and now you look over and it's Scott and Taylor out in the trimming pen getting the sheep ready. So it's really fun to see the family coming together, continuing the tradition of the Kin family and the Cordale breed.
Yeah, I kind of went back in the American Cordale Association history and found a few things out about the Kin brothers. Back in 1968, they were named the outstanding Cordale breeders. So that's 50 years ago since they was named that award. In 1987, Al was named with the Guy Green Award, which is given to the outstanding Cordale breeder in the country. So that was 30 years ago. And Al served as the president of the American Cordale Association back in 1970 and 71. So their contributions to the Cordale breed and to the Ohio, not only of the American but also the Ohio Cordale Association, have been long-standing.
I remember my dad was hunting a breed that had more wool and was easy, or lambing, and brought a Cordale ram, and he liked the results so much they decided to go into Cordales.
It's a medium-sized breed, is considered in the sheep industry, and of course, through the years, as far as the show ring has really made it tough, as far as a lot of people wanting to get the size of some of the larger breeds, and that's always been a challenge to get good, big, growthy sheep, but still keep the breed characteristics.
Well, we've always tried to keep a lot of the keep breed type in them. Still keep adequate size, but still has some good fleeces too.
Consistency through the lines that they use. They still believe in the line breeding program and keep just good genetic base going, especially in the female side, and raising true to breed type sheep. You know, you can make them a little bigger and everything else as long as you keep all the true points there, and you can keep some consistency, and they've certainly done that.
They are the pinnacle of the Cordale breed in Ohio. You know, every year it's a consistent level with the Kins. They're always in the 1 or 2 spot for the premier breeder for the flock, the Cordale flock in Ohio. And if you want to be successful in Ohio with the Cordale breed, you've got to compete with the Kins, and that's it's an awful tough thing to do because they bring quality year in and year out. And I guess the best part is that, you know, it's not just showing the sheep, but we're friends in the ring. You know, if one of our feet are out of place, they're bending over, setting it, and it's really like a big Cordale family, and they are kind of Al and now Jim and Phil are kind of like the patriarchs of that family.
They've been involved with 4-H for a number of years through their kids primarily. It's a fairly large family, So over the years, their brothers and sisters have been involved, and then of course their own children, and part of that involvement has been helping with some clinics and helping at the county fair and doing things like that.
They've always been good mentors of ours. I remember back it was the late 90s, we went over and we bought a buck from them through a sale, and he was one that kind of turned our Cordale program around at the time. We were having some issues, and they helped us get him ready. They helped us trim him and everything and look like he needed to, and also helped guide us along the way. And past that, Jim and Phil have always been there to be able to mentor and help out whenever we need it and give us some advice wherever it lied.
In Ohio, we've got a giveaway program where we pick two breeders volunteer every year to support new youth into the Cordale breed, and the Kins have always been at the forefront of that. They're bringing out new sheep to donate to these young kids and helping them and mentoring them along. So the Kin family really is the model for success in the Cordale breed, especially here in Ohio.
Whenever I visit with them at the state fair, I really enjoy going down to their pens and visiting with Jim and Phil. And I see Al at a lot of different places, at a lot of county fairs, at a lot of auctions, and he's always very enjoyable to visit with, and has been a good friend. All of them have been good friends of mine for many, many years.
We've always penned either in their aisle or right next to them, and it's almost comical when you look over there on show day, the number of people that they have there at the show. You've got all of Jim and Phil's kids there, and it's really a big family all coming together doing exactly what they love to do.
What I enjoy most is sitting and visiting with them at the state fair and the county fair. We're pretty open in what we say and how we joke around with each other, and it's just an enjoyable thing to be around with them at those shows.
We never had a sheep that we sold any place. If it didn't suit the people, we took care of it one way or another. To have the best quality in the breed that you can, and integrity are probably the two biggest things.
The integrity has got an awful lot to do with this business. People want to be able to rely on what you say. It takes time to build up the integrity, I think.
The whole idea of the fair is to go and work very hard and get the sheep ready and show, and then enjoy the rest of the fair with the other breeders.
Biggest, was the people I met all over the United States and some other countries. A lot of good memories out of it. I
know that they're going to struggle to be recognized, but I can't think of a better family, a family that's more deserving of this award than the Kin brothers here in 2017.
I'd say congratulations, you guys have all earned it, all three of you and the whole family. You just meant a lot to the breed, to Wyandot County, and to everybody that you've helped out when they were coming up in the sheep.
This is well deserved. They've been in the sheep industry for a number of years, continue to breed top quality Cordales in a breed that's sometimes difficult to stay with quality. They've just done a great job, not only with that, but with their farming operations.
Guys, congratulations. I know this is kind of embarrassing for you, but from somebody who's grown up with you guys as a mentor and a role model, I'm proud of you guys, and I thank you for all of the support you've given me through the years, all the support you've given my dad through the years. We still love to try and beat you. It doesn't happen very much at all, but congratulations. Thank you for being leaders in this industry and with the Cordale breed. So congrats, Al, Phil, Jim, Scott, and Taylor. You guys are the best.